fall asleep easily.
You were relaxed, and that's good.
Yeah.
And don't feel bad about falling asleep during meditation. It's good to meditate every day. Within about 5 or 10 minutes. That's not long. You do it in the morning. Oh! So, meditate in the morning around 5 or 10 minutes long. So, and for that you want to be alert and so the way to meditate is not to try too hard and not to be too relaxed. Too relaxed. Not to be too relaxed. So that somewhere in the middle you're alert, but you're not struggling too hard. And you're not falling asleep. Somewhere in the middle. Never get down on yourself for anything that you do. Never add to say, oh, I didn't do that one. All you're doing is pampering the ego. You just want to do things. If you find yourself not doing it quite correctly, then what you do then is you adjust and do it right. That's all you have to do. Don't think about, oh, I did that wrong. Next time I meditate, I'm going to be a better meditator. That next time never comes. You have to do it right away. Right there. Just don't have any thought about what you're doing. You just meditate. No thought in the mind about judging what you're doing. No judgments. The truth is that enlightenment happens deep inside your being. I'm going to play an excerpt from Baba Ramdas, who had met Ramana, but he's an English person around the 60s. He was very popular in the 60s. And he had gone to India and studied over there with another teacher, and he's going to talk about Ramana Maharshi, who was incredibly popular and powerful Sadguru. Sadguru means the highest of the teachers. Sadguru, a very powerful teacher. And he talks it with an English accent, with an American accent, so that you can understand, and it's very good. So I'm going to play that. Everybody here has heard it before, but it doesn't hurt to hear again. And it doesn't hurt to remember that Ramana is the guide here. Not to forget that, even though I play Muji a lot, Muji was a student of Papaji, who was a student of Ramana. But Ramana was Indian, and I don't think we have any, YouTube of Ramana. He died in 1954. So, Never to forget that Ramana is the guiding light here. Just like Christians have Christ, so also Ramana is in the same vein as Christ. You don't have to believe it, just know that he's there guiding. But I do want to introduce you to him because really that's where the true power for change happens for you. He's the guide, he's guiding. My teacher, Nomi, who lives up in Santa Cruz, always referred to Ramana, always pointed to him as being the power behind everything. He was the power behind. And if I stop and reflect back, I owe tremendous gratitude to Nomi for having brought me to a place of freedom. Tremendous gratitude. Try getting rid of the ego by the ego. You will not succeed. It goes very deeply into reality. So I'm going to play something's gone wrong with the computer. Can't play anything. We can't play anything today.
You can't get rid of you.
I can't get YouTube. Server execution failure. So there's something that went down on my computer. I didn't try it out this morning. I was just going to play with you, but there's nothing going to work here. But it's interesting the music played. Let me see. If this is going to, I don't get some. Everybody seeks happiness in this world, correct? I would say so. But they're looking in the wrong place. They're looking in an external world, which comes and goes and is not reliable. It's not reliable. You have to find the truth inside yourself. How do you do that? Well, first of all, God does it. Yourself does it. And there's more than one way to approach enlightenment. Yes, it's true that God, your own self, does it. But you have to do your part. And your part is to examine where it is you misidentify. What is it that rattles you? You have to liberate your energy from things that trap your attention. Liberate your energy so that energy can have a sense of expansion, so you can feel what lies beyond this form, this world. You want to see beyond this world, and what I mean by see, not just see things, but feel and know things without referencing your mind. God speaks very, very quietly, very quietly. You have to have calmed down. Release your energy from conditioning of the past. So you have to be very attentive as to when you react to something. And yourself will provide those situations. If you come here consistently, you'll be on the fast track. Meaning things will start to happen that you don't particularly like. You know, like so-and-so is in your face. You don't like that person. Or whatever it is, something that you don't like. And you're going to have to look at it and say, not blame the other. Not blame the other. It's there for your benefit. It's inside you. It's something that you're inviting, or that God is inviting for you, so that you can see where you trip up. So this is where you trip up. And you have to see that. You have to let it go. Let it go. How do you let it go? Again, it's not the ego self that lets it go. You have to acknowledge that it's there. And it'll keep coming around again and again and again until you just get tired. Get tired of it. You're tired of it. I don't care anymore, right? That's how things worked for me. I did not do self-inquiry, which is the way that Ramana teaches. Ramana teaches devotion and surrender, but he also teaches self-inquiry, primarily self-inquiry, which is when you meditate, to go into the meditation with a question, not begging for an answer that's going to come back in words, but just setting the tone, a deeper tone, which is alerting your inner being to look for who you think you are. Who are you? Who am I? Nobody ever really asks that question. They just assume, well, I am me. And so who is this me that you think you are? Who is this me? Has anybody ever asked that question? Who is this me? You have? then you're right in line with Ramana Maharshi's teaching. Who is this me? When you try to look at it, you can't find a me anywhere. Like, is it in your mind? Is that me? Is it my thoughts? See, that's it. If you're aware of your thoughts, your being is upstream of the thoughts, right? You are the awareness that is aware of the thoughts. Who is this awareness? Who is this awareness? Well, then you come around and say, well, it's me. But again, that's not an answer, because you're identifying with a body and a form. And you're not that. You're much more than that. You're much, much more. You're much more than that. You're, how we say, boundary, I can't even say the word, without boundaries. You're without boundary. You're vast. I've been shown this in dreams. One way or another we get to find out. And not only that, the very essence of our being is love. That I found out too, not by hearsay, but by finding out for myself. By surprise. And surprise that I'm actually in my essence, as we all are, love. That's the essence. So who am I is the question we ask in meditation, and that leads us to a place of inner silence, essentially, because we cannot locate this I. There is no place that you can locate this I when you really think about it, or you should meditate, feel it. It doesn't really exist. And that's your clue that you're much more than who you think you are. You're very powerful, you're very noble, you're very beautiful. Never, ever condemn yourself and say, oh, I'm this way, you know. Because that's desecrating reality. Reality is very, very beautiful. Very beautiful. What you've done is misidentified with ideas or concepts in the mind from way back as a child, maybe. And you've identified with that image and said, that's me. It's wonderful to find out that that's not you. I want you to ask some questions. Since we lost, I have to go to Best Buy now to figure out what's wrong with this computer. It's missing something. So, ask some questions. Feel free to ask questions. I'm sure all of this information is new to you.
You want us to ask you a question?
Sure, yeah.
When I took meditation before from several other people,
Yes.
they seem to talk to get you breathing.
Oh,
And
like a guided meditation.
They guided you, and then, like we used to say, they would say, like, start at 10 on an elevator and go down. And then I said, well, I'm like, oh, maybe this is then to an escalade.
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
And
Yes.
but it worked to get you very deep when you did, the numbers 10, 9, 8, whatever.
I don't teach that way, and the reason is because the emphasis was not on meditation, but on enlightenment. And I met two self-realized teachers that brought me to enlightenment. Meditation is a method that helps. And if you have a particular method that works for you, I suggest you use it, because the emphasis more, from where I'm coming from, is more about getting you free than about getting you through the day. Or getting, if the emphasis is on meditation and how to meditate, this is like so elementary, and I would want you to not focus on that so much, but to realize that you're being guided by a much more powerful helper.
And what about the ones that went,
Oh,
yeah,
mantras, mantras. One method or another is not better than another.
No, I know that, I'm just wondering which one works better for most people.
For you, just focus on yourself. What works for you? And if there is some tape that you have at home,
I still have the cassettes
yes,
from 2 or 3 different people that were very good, but I can't find, since I moved, I can't find
the tapes.
the thing. No, I found the tapes, I can't find the thing that you put it into. Play it.
Well,
No, my, the boombox
Oh,
was
the-
gone. I mean, it's somewhere, I don't know where.
Well, keep looking.
well,
When you least expect it.
Oh, I saw
That's what my
boxes in
husband
the
says.
garage.
when you least expect it. So, yes, I can't pick a particular technique. I have one technique, and I'll give you a piece of paper for that. Listening to music, but this page I have is not listening to music, it's what is one method of meditation, which I just described actually about Sita inquiry, which is you meditate, you start off your meditation with, who am I, asking the question, and then kind of settle down, not thinking about that question anymore, but just settling down to meditate.
I never asked any questions.
That's your problem, you have to have.
That wasn't my problem.
No problems, there are
I
no
just wanted
problems.
to
honey.
relax.
Yes, and you will find what you need, to relax. But it's, like I say, it's much more than that. Much more than that. Did your teachers ever talk about self-realization? About finding freedom? About being truly happy without not just relaxing, but going beyond that, finding out who you really are? No, I don't think so.
I was just wondering, when something happens with a person, and they're upset, and you try to talk to them about calming down and blah, blah, blah.
I just blah, blah, blah.
They're not gonna give you the words. They keep on going, and going, and going, and going.
And they can't stop.
And then, or you right, be upset, because
That might stop
you
them.
don't stop. When I went, if a person is very upset, they're not thinking, using all the common sense or what or anything. How do you stop that?
They
Oh,
have
I
to do it.
meditate, don't talk to me on that, I have to meditate,
They
How
can,
do you do,
well, they can, They have to find the answer for themselves, essentially. Because telling them, you know, just relax and do this or whatever, or don't do that or don't do, it doesn't go deep enough into their being
Right.
for them to make a change.
Not at that time.
Not at that time, so leave them alone and then tell them to come to meditation class, to come here and learn about true freedom and enlightenment beyond. Or give them a take, like Rosalie, and tell them, listen to this and calm down.
Well, something else I heard you tell you. I don't know if I should tell you this to my people. Maybe it will remind me of me.
Speak louder, I can't hear today. Go ahead, what did you say?
I've only my heard. No, I said.
Yeah, I could sense that coming.
I'm having a terrible time with them.
You having a bad day?
We all
I'm
have
having a
memory
bad day.
lapses.
I'm having a terrible time remembering.
So let's move on. Let's move on. You can't really tell someone to do this. It's not got enough power to it. So one of the things you could do once you yourself learn how to meditate and keep still is just be in that place of stillness, and that will affect the other person or anyone around you.
Don't react to the other person.
Don't react to the other person. Stay calm yourself in your own being. You can't change somebody else, but stay calm in your own self, and then see if that affects them. I mean, we're all one being. Some of us are running 100 miles an hour with the brain. So when we come into a place of, yeah, well, it's most people. So when you come in a place of stillness, you can absorb that on a deeper level. So keep that in mind when you're with that person who's having a hard time right now, about remaining still in your own self. I have found, certainly we've heard this before, that you really can't change somebody.
That's right. They have to change themselves.
They have to change themselves, but you can influence in a very subtle way by being very still yourself. Take care of yourself and the rest of the world will follow suit, essentially. Yeah, well, it does have power once you develop that. Yes.
It's not such a high level.
It's different
What?
there, it's different, but yes, you
It's-
will be affected by the
Oh, 100%?
calm. There are places of power, we can call them, and then there's moving places of power. A master like Ramana Maharshi would be like a movable place of power. My teacher Rama, Nomi, places of power. When you're in their presence, you feel it. You feel what they're talking about.
Is one of those in Arizona?
That's a powerful place, Sedona. Sedona. That's a power place. Where we've been together, Joshua Tree is a power
What
place.
happens in Joshua Tree? I was never there.
Oh, you gotta go. She'll take us.
I lived in Yucca Valley.
Yeah, it's
It was right up there. I went there once, but I wasn't into it.
He wasn't into it then.
No, It was okay, it was like desert, more desert.
Uh-huh.
But you gotta go into where the rocks are to really get.
The vibe of the
Vibes.
place.
Been all over the rocks,
Uh,
the bushes. Everybody was naming the
There's plenty of
trees.
rocks.
Yeah, right.
So, Merle, you know, when you meditate and over time and you're interested in freedom, your being becomes more sensitive. More,
Yeah, we become more into it.
you become more into it, but your body and your senses become more in tune with the vibrations around on the earth.
You know where I had that? The desert animals in our desert.
Oh, yes.
When I went to that, for some reason, I don't know why.
But
I
you
went
felt
through
it
that.
there,
That
yes.
was- Yeah, I connected more with that than then.
You mean the zoo, the living
Yeah, the
desert?
living desert. For some reason, just walking around and.
And you picked up something that resonated for you.
But yeah, I think
Well, that's it. Every place has a different vibration. And Sedona has a very powerful occult vibration there. And then with Ramana, this place, Tiruvannamalai, it has a very, there's something going on there. Very powerful, scintillating. It was not calm. I felt a lot of something going on in the background. And I could feel it 40 miles away from the place itself. 40 miles away I started to feel all this.
Where in India?
In India, near the Tiruvannamalai where Ramana used to live. I could feel the energy beginning to seethe, as it were, very strong. Something was going on there. Different from the desert. The desert is more of a calming, especially Joshua Tree and the Anza Borrego Desert, all like that was